What's up, guys? Welcome back to WX Garage. This is the new garage. First off, please ignore my face. I got a really bad sunburn. I was out climbing and just in direct sun and 105 degrees, so ignore that. But today's video is really going to be catching you guys up over what I've been doing the last couple weeks. We have not made a video in a little bit, and that's because I moved to a new place. I've been setting up the garage. There's just been a lot going on, so I just wanted to take the time to give you guys first a garage tour, but we also have a couple announcements. We have 3 announcements that we're going to be giving you guys, and you probably are excited about it because of the beginning of this, or the name of this video. So let's start with our 3 announcements because I'm really excited about them, and I know you guys are too. So first 2 announcements. We are so happy to partner with 2 new brands. They're going to be sponsoring the channel, and in return, we actually will have discount codes that you guys can use on your end. We've been wanting to do partnerships that allows us to, help out our subscribers for a really long time, and we have 2 new companies that want to come on board and help us do that. So the first one is one that you're going to be very familiar with, and that is Whiteline. Whiteline is an amazing company. They make suspension parts. I have a ton of different bits and different parts from Whiteline already on the car. I've done the front roll center kit, which makes a massive difference. I've done sway bars, end links, and rear control arms, and there are quite a few goodies that I'm going to be ordering now to add onto the car from them, so that'll really help the car on track. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But the coupon code that you guys can get from Whiteline is WRX Garage. You guys can put that into the coupon line when you guys check out from their website. All this information is going to be in the description, but they're going to be giving you guys, I think it's $20 off your first $150. So if you have a $200 order, that's 20% right there. So absolutely amazing. Huge shout out to Whiteline. Thank you guys so much. I love your products. I've used them, and I hope you guys will too. So the second brand we're going to be partnering with is JDMuscle. So JDMuscle has an amazing array of different products on their website. They have their own product line. They have a lot of carbon fiber and a bunch of different cosmetic bits that they make themselves. For all of those bits that they make, you guys will be able to get 5% off with the coupon code WRX Garage. I'm going to be ordering, again, quite a few things for the car that will be track oriented. There's cosmetic, but I'm going to be getting their front grille and a couple other pieces that are definitely going to help with airflow and really help with cooling and getting air through that front bumper into the cooling stack of my intercooler and then the radiator. So really, really excited to be partnering with both of these guys. Again, use coupon code WRX Garage for both Whiteline and for JDMuscle, and you guys will be able to get some savings. So make sure you guys do that. Again, all of the information and the links for those will be down in the description, so go check those guys out. All right, so quick garage tour. This garage is 12 by 24. It is an oversized 1-car garage, and I'm just really excited because this is my first garage that is my own. The last one you guys saw me in, which is in one town away, when I moved back here to Colorado, I was with roommates, so they had a climbing wall they built in there, which was awesome. We had a bunch of different shared space in there. I was able to use that pretty well, but this is my first go at having my own space that I can organize how I want, set up how I want. I can move everything around and optimize the space. And you guys think 12 by 24 is actually small, but I'm gonna pull the car in here in a second so you can see that. But this space is actually, it's perfect for what I need to do with it. So let me give you guys a quick tour. I'll take you off the tripod. Entrance door behind me And we have all of these built-in shelves that already came as is, and I'm renting directly from the owner here, which is awesome, and he said I can do whatever I want with this space. I already ran all of my lights. If you guys want these garage lights, they were super cheap from Amazon. I'm gonna put those down in the description, but he ran some of these LEDs himself, but these set of 4 LEDs, it is absolutely great in here. Let me show you guys before and after. So that is just the built-in lights, and then bam. So again, those will be down in the description. But I have all of my shelving here, and there's still plenty of space, and there's actually a crawl space above this. I can put all the, like my bumper and all those extra parts that I have lying around, OEM parts, I can toss up there and give myself some more shelf space. And then we have all the space underneath. I'm gonna be putting probably some more pegboards and stuff along this wall to help organize tool. I got all my fluids, my gas cans, recycling bin. Let me turn around here. And then we have all of this built-in shelving and cabinetry. It was already here. Bunch of parts, bunch of garage stuff. I'm gonna be selling these wheels because I've already ordered a third set of wheels and tires. So I'm gonna talk about that in just a second once I pull the car in and give you guys an update on what's going on with the car itself. But if anybody is in the Colorado area and wants a set of OEM WRX wheels, please hit me up. I've been trying to get rid of these. So these are the Bridgestone Blizzak winter tires. So a pretty decent amount of tread life left on them. So if you guys, anybody in the Colorado area needs a set of winter tires, please hit me up. I will be selling these for cheap. Already added a new shelf in to help organize all of my tools, and I have another little pegboard here that it's right there, I'm gonna be putting up and help organize some of these tools. But essentially I have everything that I own, all of my tools, everything right here. We've got our pry bars, we've got our pliers, hammers, all the different kinds of pliers that I've used over the years, extensions, sockets, everything that we need. Pry tools, wrenches, and then we have all of our sets, our tool sets. So we have our 3 drills, our big Milwaukee impact, our little DeWalt impact, and then just a normal DeWalt spinny boy, just a normal electric drill. Our bits, our Dremel, our big tool sets, impact socket set, our big 1/2, 3/8, and 1/4 inch set right here. Toolbox, and then we have all of our fluids down here. We got my got my fender roller right here, water wetter, which I'll talk to you guys about in just a second, all of our fluids, and we got some soap back there. This is all my detailing products. Got more detailing up in that box, and then we got all of our fluids, you know, with WD-40, PB blaster, all that good stuff. And then our rags. I bought a 100-pack of microfibers. If you guys don't have cheap shop towels like this, like these red ones, I'm gonna put those down in the description. Again, on Amazon, I got a pack of like 100 for like 10 bucks, so awesome. But yeah, this space is going to be absolutely awesome to work out of. Let me pull the car in and show you guys what that looks like. So this is what it looks like with the car in here. There is still plenty of space on both sides. I've already done some work with the car where I had to jack the car up, and I was actually really surprised with how easy and how much space I had to maneuver the jack around the sides, put jack stands under, lift the car. Ton of space. I can basically get the doors all the way open. So I actually measured it when I had the car pulled out. I opened both front doors all the way, and like as far as they could go, and tip to tip on door on the wingspan, it's actually exactly 12 feet. So we're probably missing an inch or two because of the drywall and things like that in the shelves, but still plenty of space, and there is still a ton of space to walk around and work out of over here. I might move things around. I might move this shelf to that side and, you know, maybe put an extra table or a workspace, a workbench over here. Still, I just moved in a week or two ago, so I think about 2 weeks now. So still figure everything out, but very, very excited. So let's just talk for a second about what I've been doing with the car over the last couple weeks. I put a couple new parts in. I had one very big issue that popped up, and that'll be a story time. So let's talk about so there's good and bad, right? Let's talk about the bad first, story time. If you guys follow us on Instagram, you probably heard about this story, but essentially what happened is this. I was driving along, not even driving the car hard, literally just running errands around town. This is basically a race car at this point, so the least amount of attention I can bring to it when driving around town, the better. You know, sometimes I'll get on it, but really when I'm not on the track or not in the open roads, you know, in the canyons or anything like that, if I'm just driving around, you know, the metro areas, I am very chill with this car. So I was just driving around calmly, stopped at a red light, and I noticed something just felt weird. I was noticing I had my windows down, I smelled something burning. I thought I was next to a Burger King, so I was like, maybe it's that. But then I was looking there, you know, sitting there looking at my gauges, just making sure the car's all right, because I frequently do that when I drive. And I noticed my oil and my coolant temp, both of them started spiking. Just spiking, kept going up and up and up, and I was like, oh geez, no, something's wrong. I'm just sitting here. It was like 95-degree air temp out, but still, I was like, there's something wrong. I pull over into a side street, turn the car off. The highest temperature I saw was like 220 coolant, and I think I saw like 240 oil, which if you're on the track pushing the car as hard as you can, those oil temps and coolant temps, you know, that's fine. 220 is really like the upper limit of where you want the car. 225, as long as you keep it below 230, coolant should be fine, and anything lower than that is awesome. And then for oil, you know, 255, 260 is really the absolute max you ever want to see. So still within, you know, the normal range, but still, if you're just hitting those temps from sitting there, there's something wrong. So turn the car off, I open the hood up, and there's coolant everywhere. There was an OEM clamp on the back of the block from a installation that I did a while back. I'm not gonna tell you guys exactly what it is, but if you guys, any of you guys are detectives and you wanna go back to some of the previous videos we've made, you might be able to figure out what part this was. And the fact that I'm being cagey about it, you'll figure out what I'm talking about. But there was some coolant lines on the back of the block, and the install I did ended up having me reuse the OEM worm clamps. And I'll put a picture of what I'm talking about up on the screen here. But that worm clamp essentially failed after being reused. And it wasn't like, I'm sorry, it's not a worm clamp, it's just an OEM ring clamp. So that popped off of the fitting, and I basically had no coolant left in the car. If I hadn't been monitoring it and I had been driven, you know, another 5-10 minutes, motor would have gone, would have seized up, overheated, would have been done. So in a way, I was very unlucky that this happened, but also in another way, I was very lucky because I was able to catch it in time. Since then, the car's been absolutely fine, no issues at all. I was able to get the car turned off just in time to save the block. So the other reason I was lucky is also where I parked, I was actually around the corner from a Home Depot. So I was able to run over there, grab some pliers and some stuff, and get the car fixed on the side of the road and fill it back up and limp it back home. And yeah. So since then, because I had to replace my coolant, I actually decided to switch to distilled water. Distilled water has a much higher cooling capacity than standard coolant. When you have a standard coolant, you have a 50-50 mix of water and antifreeze. The antifreeze component keeps the water from freezing and expanding. When water freezes, it expands and it can destroy your engine. So the antifreeze itself is not a very good coolant. It's not good at holding heat, pulling heat away from the engine, away from the block. So when you switch to 100% distilled water, your cooling capacity increases a ton. So that's what I decided to do. It's going to help with the track. The only thing I need to do is make sure to pull this out and put normal coolant back in before we get back into the cold temps at the start of fall, around there. So I did use water wetter as well. It works as an anti-corrosive, which most of the additives in standard coolant have already. So if you're running just water, you can add some water wetter, which it actually helps increase the cooling capacity a little bit, but it can also help protect all of the internals, protect from corrosion and all of that. So Redline water wetter. The other update I have for you guys is, again, I posted this on Instagram, but recently I got an email I did an oil analysis with Blackstone Laboratories. Let me pull that up. So you guys know that I am a Motul guy. I have been using Motul since day one on this car, and I think the results kind of speak for themselves. I'll put a little screenshot of the PDF up here, but essentially everything came out perfect. I didn't have anything wrong with the oil. This is an analysis after 2 track days. So let me read off here his remarks. If you guys go through Blackstone Laboratories, they send you the fill kit for free, and then you just send it out, and I think it's a $50 fee or something like that to have them analyze the oil. But thanks for filling out the info sheet completely. It's especially nice to know the engine model and the mileage because they help put the metal levels into perspective. To some extent, metals tend to build up over the miles, and universal averages for Subaru FA20 DITs are based on 4,200 mile oil change intervals. Wear metals are either very close to average or much lower, so it looks like the engine is mechanically sound. The 3.9 TBN value shows active additive left in the oil, no contamination found. In short, this 2.0 liter turbo looks great. So this was a huge relief. I was a bit worried about pushing the car so much, driving it in cold temps and hot temps, in the middle of winter, in the middle of summer, driving it on track. And the results speak for themselves. There are other oils that you guys can use. I'm just giving you guys the results from what I've done with Motul. It's only 5W30, X-Clean Plus. It really has stood the test of time, and I have the values to prove it. I'm gonna be doing another oil analysis after this next track day with my 5-weight 40 oil, 5W40, also from Motul. So I'll be able to compare those results directly in line with the 5W40. So that's really cool. So a couple new parts on the car. I told you guys about the distilled water and the water wetter and doing all of that. On the back of the block, what I ended up doing was replacing the existing fittings, plastic fittings. There were little L fittings that came with the kit that I installed. I replaced them with brass, just direct couplers, and then added aftermarket worm clamps, and I haven't seen a drop of coolant loss since I did that. So really happy with that. The other thing I installed off screen was the Veris hood scoop block off plate. Now this plate, because I have the front mount intercooler, it'll reduce the amount of air flowing directly into the top of the engine and decrease the under hood pressures. What that does is it allows air to flow more smoothly and more consistently through the cooling stack, so through the intercooler and to the radiator. So when you're driving at speed, you're going to be increasing the cooling efficiency of your system. So that's what I'm doing. I do have plans in the future to switch to a top mount oil cooler, and I'll just be removing that when I do that. But for now, I want to do some testing and see some differences in temperatures on the next track that I have in a couple of weeks with the block off plate. So I'll tell you guys more about that later. So I did change my tires. These are the Continental DWS 06 Plus. It is a new model. They replaced the non-plus versions, the earlier version, and guys, these are absolutely incredible. These are 265/35 18s on my NKs, which are 18 by 9.5 plus 35. They're replacing my old summer tires that I was using on the track. And as you guys know, these are all seasons. And that means, yes, I have ordered a brand new set of wheels and tires dedicated for the track that I'll be able to swap on and off. I'm gonna be doing a dedicated video about what that setup is once they come in and I have them ready to go. So I'll give you guys a big in-depth video and overview on that setup. But I'm so excited to see how those do on the track. I'm getting much, much stickier tires. But for daily driving, these are the new sets. They're gonna be able to handle themselves in the snow, in the cold, in the heat. They're gonna be great. And from my first impressions from having these mounted, they are super comfortable compared to the Summers. Now that could be because they're brand new. Then maybe the sidewall is a little softer than the summer tires, or maybe because the Summers were completely bald from a couple different track days in a row. But these are going to be the new dailies, and they are very comfortable. They feel great. They're low noise. They're actually very quiet. And I have pushed them in the canyon already, and they felt really responsive. Not quite as grippy as the Summers, obviously, but still, for a all-season tire, I am blown away with how these perform. So if you guys made it to the end of the video, and I know that just because of our analytics, not a lot of people do, you guys get a sneak peek as to what's coming next. At the beginning of the video, I said that we have 3 announcements. I told you about our partnership with Whiteline and our partnership with JDMuscle, which I'm super excited about. Please hit those links in the description. Go check out what they have to offer, and make sure you guys use our coupon code WRXGarage. But for those of you that lasted to the end of the video here, the last announcement that we have is that we have a massive giveaway coming up. Once we hit 10K, we're not quite sure actually whether or not we're going to be doing it before to help us hit 10K, or once we hit 10K, subscribers will release the giveaway. But guys, this giveaway, it's not a sticker, it's not a magnet, it's not a keychain, it's not a t-shirt, it's an actual part that is going to help you guys, with your car. It's going to be an install that you guys can do. It is valued at around $1,000, and you guys probably can maybe guess down below what you think it is, but I can't quite tell you yet. But if you're watching, you've gotten this far, just know we have this massive giveaway coming up to thank you guys for helping us hit 10,000 subscribers. So if you guys want that giveaway to come sooner, tell your friends to subscribe, tell your grandma, tell your uncle, don't make a fake account, don't do that. But tell everyone, make sure you hit the like button on this video, help get us to 10,000 subscribers, and we will be dropping that giveaway. So overall, I'm really excited about this new garage, this new space that is really my own space. It just feels incredible to be able to come out here and not have to worry about sharing the space with anyone, or having things in my way. I can organize everything exactly how I want, and it just feels really nice. So thank you guys so much for watching. We have our next track day coming up on the 2nd and the 3rd at High Plains Raceway. I am so excited to get those new wheels and tires on the car, see how they do, and really start pushing for better lap times. So we're still holding 3rd in the SCCA time trials, and I think we have a shot at keeping that podium spot through the end of the season. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We have more installs coming between now and the track day, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week. Peace.